Greetings. In this video, we're going to have a conversation about the home page. And we have possibility of having different templates. You can start with a fresh page if you don't want to use the template at all. I've used a template. You can see here I replaced the banner and I got my friendly name here. I've customized the tabs I want. I've gotten an announcement. And here I have some welcoming information and some buttons. One thing a button will do on your home page, for example, if I click on modules right here, notice how my banner stayed there and my friendly name and all these tabs, everything's still here. That happens when you just go from home to modules. If you click a button that goes directly to a module, it takes you out of this page. You can see my banner is gone and you get, I think, a larger view, so to say. I don't want to always see my home page banner, but that's the effect it has, is putting a button. It takes you to the same place. You can see I'm here at my modules. If I go back to subject and I click on modules, I'm going to the same place. It's just by adding a button, it's actually taking me directly into modules, which is kind of getting me out of this view. So that's one reason you can use a button. Another way is if maybe you're linking to things that are external or internal, a discussion or a newsletter or information for parents, or whatever it may be. Whatever you put in this table, which I'll show you in a moment, and notice none of these have been linked yet. I'm still building all these out. Only this one's linked. You can see the hands there. So you can simply link these to wherever you want your audience to go. Below this, I have our newsletter, and this is an embed straight from Canva. Embedded the whole page. It looks, really smooth and nice in there, so you can do some embed. So let me show you what that looks like behind the scenes. If I click edit, well, here is my content rich media editor. Here's my text, and this is a table. If I click on here, you can see I have a table here, and what I've done is I have taken the table and I'm trying to get it to pop up here. There you go. I've come into the table and I've come into advanced and I've hidden my borders, and I even made them white in case they show up, because sometimes when I hide I can still see them. So I always make my border lines white in case they're there. I don't know it either way. I hide them and make them white. You can experiment with cell padding and borders and alignment and all this stuff, and you can experiment with the advanced different kind of border styles. If we are going to use tables appropriately for accessibility and so forth, we would, if you get into like a large table with actual content and information and so forth in it, we want to have labeled rows and columns. But for just a button, we can just use a table and hide everything. So that's how I did my buttons, and then I aligned the ones on the left to the right, and I aligned the ones on the right to the left. That's how they kind of all appear to be next to each other. And in the newsletter, I simply went into Canva. I got my embed code up here at the top right. You can see the cloud. That's where you paste embed code. I pasted the embed code I got from Canva, or wherever you get your embed code from, whatever you're embedding, and it just pops in there really nice. And then, of course, if you want students to view this or this to be added to their to-do, you simply click Add to Students To-Do. But it's your home page, so that's probably not necessarily. But if you're done with everything else, go ahead and hit Save. And you can see there is one way of doing a home page.